Okay. Oh God, hold on. And you still, oh, okay. Let's try to minimize the. Hello, Nick. Hello, Slay the Squish. I'm trying to minimize. Let me turn it this way. Maybe that. No. Still. Why is it so sun? Why is it so bright? Anyway. Hi, everybody. Hello, SRS. Hello, thank you about the hair. Thank you so much. I just got on here a second ago, so bear with me. And I don't know why the sun is in my face lately. Yeah. Hi, Nick. Oh, hey, Sanchez. Not the sun. Thank you, Slay. I like to add a little color. I wear a lot of black a lot of times, so I like to wear just a little bit of color. And stuff like that. So welcome to my live stream. So if you pay attention to my channel, I just come on here and talk about my channel, talk about the videos that I do, the writing that I do. I write, not full time, but in my spare time, I like to write. I have a Substack, so you can read my articles that I've written on there. So I do that now. That's recent. I just started that. Right now I'm writing a book. I'm on my 10th chapter of writing my book, so I'm at chapter 10. So I'm doing that. I teach seniors once a month how to use their technology, like their cell phones, their laptops or whatever. And so I do that. And so I just come on here to be a positive voice, to engage with my community that I built on YouTube. Most of the time I come on here in the morning. I rarely come on in the evening or afternoon or anything like that. Hello, Stephanie. Welcome. Good morning. I come on here usually around 7 a.m., 7:30 a.m. During the week. I come on here just to talk, chit chat before I start my work, because I work full time. So that's what I do. Right now it's 9:08 a.m. Yeah, it's 9 a.m. here in Indiana. I'm in a red state. But yeah, I'm here in Indiana. I've been living here most of my life. I've lived in Germany. I've lived I lived in Germany. I've lived in New York as a kid, but I didn't stay in New York very long. Not long enough to have an accent. My accent, if you think I talk different, is straight up Indiana. I'm great, Stephanie. Oh, you 5 hours ahead. Yeah, that's a... Mm-hmm. I try to stay busy because, for one, there is so much going on in the world and craziness. I have to focus on myself. Livia Flair. So I have to focus on myself and focus on my little hobbies or my little side quests that I do. Sometimes I get pulled for different projects. Like people will contact me to do like graphic design stuff or to do printing of stuff or fixing computers or whatever. People call me to do random stuff. So I'm always doing something different. Like next month, I'm gonna be baking cookies at a bake sale. So I'm gonna be doing that. So um, I do random things. I got cookie orders that I'm supposed to be fulfilling pretty soon. So I do that. Show your what silo? Are you psycho? What are you talking about? Show what? I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, so that's what I do. I do, random things, random hobbies, activities. I'm always up and doing something. I don't have much fun, as far as fun things. Everything is kind of, geared towards business type stuff. So when people ask me what I do for fun, I'm like, what fun? What fun are you talking about? I don't have much fun. My life is work. And then last year was just school. I just graduated college with my master's degree. So last year was school. So this year is just work and working on my little side quests like my books and all that kind of stuff. I do have a book on Amazon. I have journals you can write in that I made. I got journals and stuff that you can do. There you go, Sanchez. There you go. Yeah, I don't have, my sister. I've been talking about her. She wants us to go hiking and stuff. We don't have regular lifestyles like a lot of people. I mean, just going out and having fun, doing random things. We don't do that. We just work. So we supposed to go hiking pretty soon. That's the extent of what we might. I don't even know if that's gonna be fun, to be honest. I don't know. I'm scared of bears, lions, tigers, whatever, coyotes, bobcats. I'm scared to death. So I don't know. But we don't do fun stuff. I wish we did. I wish I did more fun stuff, but I can't even think of anything that would be really fun for me to do. Um, I don't know. I've done roller skating when I was younger. That I don't consider that fun. I don't know. Fun has left my body. I don't know. Somebody would have to introduce me to something to get me to have fun, or I don't know. Not the mountain lions. I know that's right. That's why I told her. I said, why would you want to pick hiking out of all things? Just because you went to work and everybody was introducing themselves around the table, talking about, oh, I do this, I do that. Now, recently, my job did the same thing. They had a little meeting, and everybody was talking about, they showed their little PowerPoint slides of things they do. People was, building Lego castles and barbecue enthusiast, a man who loved coffee. He described coffee in a million different ways: dark blonde, dark roast, sweet roast. He had so many things about coffee. I said, "Damn, I ain't know there was that many coffees going on." Natural hair. What dude cares about? A lot of men care about women's hair. That's my topic today. Okay. Because I did a Substack article on natural hair versus, wigs, weaves, extensions, and all that kind of stuff. Because people apparently still care about this topic for some reason. I don't know why. It's a thing that people are obsessed with, what you wear on your head or what you do with your hair. That's your business, to do whatever you want with your hair. This sun is driving me. And so I wonder, is it better this way? No, still not. Wait, hold on. Let me see something. Is it that? No. I wonder, can I create? No. It doesn't matter. It's still going to be bright. I wonder, can I put my blind? Wait a second. Okay, that's a little better. That's a lot better, actually. Okay, now I can concentrate without the light blinding my eyes. That worked. It worked. I'm good now. I'm like, what is going on with this light? But yeah, so people still care about natural hair and all that kind of stuff. So I did a whole article on that, and wrote my opinion about it, because really you shouldn't care. You should not care about what they want to do with themselves. Let people be. If that's what makes a woman feel good about herself, having long hair, having long braids, adding hair, cutting it off, just let people be. I don't know what the obsession is in trying to control what people do with their hair, their body, whatever it is. Let people be. But we in a position right now where, for some reason, people want to be in control of other people, which is very crazy to me. We are at a time where people want to be in control of what you look like, what you do. Should you be here? Should you not be here? It's very exhausting. So, but if you want to read what I wrote on Substack, you can go to Substack, and it's called Unpretty Thoughts. That's my name of my newsletter. Unpretty Thoughts. And I just created it, so it's new. I got like 2 articles up. So if you want to read any of those, you're welcome to do so. And you can give me feedback on what you think about it. I'm open to feedback. I'm open to that. So, yeah, it is social media. Social media has ruined just about everything. It has ruined relationships. It has ruined what people idea of beauty is, and all this kind of stuff. It has absolutely ruined almost everything. Now people think you should look a certain way, or you should have certain things. You should be rich. You should have this fancy apartment, this fancy condo with the balcony and and the all the windows on the top floor and have this city view. Hello, Anifi, how you doing? Good morning. People think you need to have all that. It's getting ridiculous. It's crazy. It's like, what? So social media has definitely ruined what it has ruined people's uh view our reality. It has, reshaped our reality. It's kind of crazy. It's like everybody can't have no penthouse apartment with no apartment with no city views, and then you hear some of these prices that people pay for that stuff. 10,000 a month, ma'am. You paying 10,000 a month for an apartment? And act like it's no big deal. Oh, it's no big deal. My rent is 10,000 a month. 10,000 a month? Who paying that? Sir, ma'am? Who paying 10,000 a month? And then they got people going to expensive grocery stores that they know they can't really afford. This Erewhon, whatever it's called, Erewhon, where a tray of fruit is like $60. What kind of place is this? So social media has created this surreal, craziness that, making it look like this is normal to go to Erewhon. This is normal to have a condo. This is normal to pay $1,000 car payment. This is normal. Oh, how come you don't have that? This is normal. No, it's not. It's not normal to have no $1,000 car note. Yes. They post all that stuff. Some of that stuff is not real. That's another thing. People don't understand that people rent these cars. They say they buy them, then they renting them, and they renting these places temporarily. Or some of these places be Airbnb. It don't even be their real place, and all this kind of stuff. We live in a fantasy. Okay, a lot of this stuff is just smoke and mirrors to get you to click and buy whatever they selling. Okay, TikTok is crazy because on TikTok, if you ever been on there, it's like the home shopping network on steroids. Everybody's selling something. Everybody wants you to buy. Everybody's an expert. Everybody talking about, yeah, this product work. I've been using it for years. Lies. Just all lies. Telling you, this perfume is the best. It smells so good. Oh, you're going to have the men chasing you down the street when you put this on. And then you get the bottle and it smells like rubbing alcohol. It's like, what's going on? This don't smell like anything. It smells like rubbing alcohol. What's going on? So you got, I don't know. It's just straight craziness. It's straight craziness, and people going broke. People going broke on buying all this stuff on TikTok and all these other social media platforms. They going broke buying this stuff, buying all this stuff, just junk. Yes. Yeah, it's in your face all the time. They want you to buy it all day. It's like as soon as you get paid, they want you to just clean out your whole bank account on products. On products. But now we are in a crisis. We are in a crisis as a nation, and we need to start scaling back some of our consumption. We are the reason that things are the way they are. I know it's hard to take the blame, but we are the reason why the things we keep demanding more and more and more and more, faster, faster, faster. We want faster delivery. We want more and more and more. And now we at a point where now it's too much. It's too much. You only can put so much in your house. You only got so much room. Like my mama, she is the queen of buying stuff. She loves to just, especially like those ninjas, the whole ninja line, the ninja blender, the ninja air fryer, the ninja this, the ninja that, ninja that. Buy all that stuff. My mama got, let me tell you. Oh, welcome back, chat. Let me tell you something. My mama got 5 refrigerators. You hear me? 5. She got 5 working refrigerators. Why did she? 2 people in the house. It's just her and my stepfather. That's it. 5 refrigerators. They got 6 TVs. 6 TVs. Why you need another TV? Well, I need to watch the TV in the kitchen. So they got a kitchen TV. Let me go through them. The kitchen TV that's in the kitchen. They got the living room TV. They got a TV in the back room. They got a TV, 2 TVs in the bedroom. So he can watch 2 different games at the same time. So 2 TVs in the bedroom, a TV in the basement, and then a TV in the garage. Why in the world? Who is that? Oh, why you keep coming back and going, chat? Anyway, all those TVs, 5 refrigerators, and a deep freezer. It's too much. It's too much. And when I tell my mama, let's scale some of this stuff down, leave me alone. I want to keep all my stuff. Okay. She said, when I'm dead and gone, you can do whatever you want. Just leave my stuff alone. So I leave it alone. I don't mess with her stuff. She wanted it like that. She need 5 refrigerators and 7 TVs or whatever. Girl, have at it. I don't know when it gets to that point where you get older, you just don't want to scale down. It seems like as you get older, you want to get rid of stuff and scale down. But they don't want to do that. They want to keep all their stuff. And I don't know why she need 5 refrigerators. Why you need 5 though? It's only 2 of y'all. And then she can't find nothing in what she looking for. She's like, I know I just brought some steaks. And then she gotta go through 5 refrigerators to find out where the steak is that she brought. And then she'll call me and say, do you remember where I put that steak? I'm like, ma'am, I don't live at your house. I'm not there. How am I gonna know where the hell you put the steak? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nobody got time to be going through all that. When she gone, man, look, put all that stuff at the Goodwill. Okay, unless it's some sentimental value, everything going to the Goodwill or to somebody else that needs it. She's talking about, you can do what you want when I'm gone. All right, well, if you want it to be like that, then be like that. But don't ask me where nothing is. I don't know. She called me today. Asked me where was her can of tuna. I said, ma'am, I was over there yesterday, but I didn't go in your kitchen. I don't know where your can of tuna is. And ask your husband. Now, my stepfather, that's the king. My stepfather is the king of throwing stuff away, but not enough. Not enough, but he is the king of throwing stuff away. I came over there. I had some old shoes on because I was out in the grass at their house. I was in the backyard stuff, so I had some old shoes on. I didn't want to get my other shoes messed up. I put my shoes by the door. Don't you know? He put my shoes in the trash. I'm about to go home, and I'm like, dang, well, where my shoes at? I know I put my shoes. I know I put these shoes by this door in the front. And I spent a lot of time looking for them shoes, and come to find out, he done put my shoes in the damn trash. I said, oh no, you didn't put my shoes in no trash. Oh, I thought it was trash. A pair of shoes? Yeah, give it away. Yeah, he threw away my stuff. He don't care. My stepfather, he's a wild man. He was very different man. And maybe because he been in the army, he just a different kind of dude. But he's a wild man. He used to drink, he used to get a gallon of ice cream, let it melt, and drink it like a milkshake. I thought he was crazy. I said, sir, don't nobody buy a gallon of ice cream and let it melt and drink it. Who do that? Don't nobody do that. But he did that for years and years, and would crush a whole row of Chips Ahoy cookies. The Chips Ahoy cookies and the melted ice cream. I said, Mama, where you find this man? Where you find this man? That sounds crazy. Oh, why would he do that? I said, this man's off the chain. He's funny. And till this day, he don't trust none of us to cook him an egg. All his eggs have to be cooked in the microwave. It has to be cooked in the microwave. It cannot be, okay? It cannot be cooked on the stove. He won't eat it. So every now and then we go over there, we cook him breakfast and stuff like that. We do stuff like that for him, or we buy him breakfast. Yeah, it gotta be microwave. No scramble, no sunny side up, no over easy, none of that. It's gotta be in the microwave or he ain't gonna eat it. He don't trust eggs being cooked on the stove. He has trust. He got trust issues. All right, sir. We cook all the he eat everything else we cook, anything, but the egg. I don't get it. Yeah, he said his way there. It's like, sir, we know how to cook. We know how to cook all kinds of stuff. He eat good. He eat like a king because of all of us. Between me, my sister, and my mama, he eat like a king. I baked him some cookies the other night and took them to him yesterday. We brought him breakfast yesterday, and I brought him the cookies and stuff. He loved that. He eat good all the time. She won't eat them? I understand why people can't eat eggs. I don't know. I love eggs. I like omelet. Now, I won't eat them running. The only time I'll eat a runny egg is if I'm eating those pokey like bowls. Those bowls, I don't know what they call, but you get them like at Korean restaurants or something, and they have like rice, and the bowl is really hot. I don't know what that is called, but they put rice, they put the meat, they put the pickled red onions and all that kind of stuff, all that stuff in there, and they put a runny egg on top. That's the only time I'm gonna eat it. Mmm. You think they nasty too? Oh man, I like eggs. I love eggs. It depends on how you cook them. Yeah, I don't know what it's called though. It's called, I want to call it poke bowl, but I know that's not what it's called. But that stuff is good. That's the only time I can eat a runny egg. When it's got the kimchi and the rice and all that stuff on it, I can eat that. But I can't eat no runny egg just to be eating it. And then I see those people dip their toast all in it, use it like a dip. I can't do that. You think they are nasty before they cook? Now, one thing about me, I don't like the runniness of the egg touching my hands or anything. So I'm real OCD about that. But I love it. I love eggs. This morning I had turkey sausage. I had sourdough toast with honey and a scrambled egg. That's what I had for breakfast today. With a little bit of honey on my sourdough toast. Thank you. I love red. So that's what I had this morning. But tonight I'm making me a seafood boil. So I'm having that for dinner. Okay, I'm having me a little seafood boil. Ooh, do that. So have that later. I'm not doing much today. Today is a relaxing day. I was out yesterday. And today is just, I'm not going to be doing much at all. I might finish up chapter 10 of my book. Because I'm at chapter 10 already. So I might finish that. I might do that. I might record a video. Since I'm already kind of dressed, I might as well do a video or something. Might as well record something. But I did record a video on TikTok. And the people got upset. They got very upset. It got a lot of views. Because they didn't like the fact that I said women should be in leadership. So I might do that. I might do another video. Nobody ate. Why you got all those leftovers? What'd you cook? What'd you cook that nobody ate? You must have cooked something wild. But we ain't never got no leftover. This is my vitamin D. It's not a smoker. Let me tell you something. That sounds like my auntie. My auntie is that type of person that she will she know we cooking like a holiday dinner or something like that, or barbecue or whatever it is. And she does the craziest thing. She will go eat before she get there. And we ask her, why'd you go eat before, when you know we cooking and we invited you to eat? Well, I didn't know if there's going to be enough food. She does that. Or when she brings stuff that don't nobody want. Like she brought that macaroni and cheese with no cheese in it. We said, what the hell is this? The ghost mac? Hello, Jumanji. Welcome. Good morning. I said, when we uncovered that macaroni and it was a ghost, it was just all white. I said, man, what happened? What happened? She said, "Oh, I got cheese in there. It is it's white cheese." I said, "We didn't ask you for no white macaroni. We didn't ask you for that. We asked you what? No, take that back. We don't want that." I ain't know what was going on. It just looked like noodles swimming in milk. Like it never got put in the oven or something. I don't know what she was thinking. But she came to the wrong house with that. We can't have that. And see, that's why you only can have certain people cook at your functions. Everybody ain't allowed to participate and cook. And when they tell you, just bring some drinks or some chips, that's because you can't cook. And that's all you need to bring. Don't bring nothing else. Don't bring your little surprise meal that you got off of TikTok or Instagram that you want to try out and experiment on us. Don't bring that to us because we're going to crucify you at the table. And we're going to say, who the hell made that? Because you know, black family, they going to tell the truth. They ain't going to protect your feelings. Because you shouldn't have brought that mess up in here anyway. What did you put together? See, you know your place. You know your lane. You know your lane. That's like my sister's ex-boyfriend. His mama brought some stuffing, dressing for Thanksgiving one year. We told her we cooking. We cooking all the food. All she got to do is bring herself. She brought that damn dressing, uncovered it, and let me tell you, it looked like it looked like a gray mass grave or something. It was all gray. The whole thing was gray, and it was wet. It was very wet and gray everywhere. It was this color. Wait. This color here, gray. It was gray. The whole thing was gray. I said, and my sister so in love. Oh, my sister so in love. She talking about some. Oh yeah, she makes some good stuff. She makes some good dressing. Lies she tell. Lies she tell. Just to protect that man she was with. Gonna tell us that the damn dressing is good. She makes some good. You lying. You got to be lying. You got to be lying. Cause ain't no way in hell you've eaten that before. Ain't no way in hell. See, that's the sacrifices that women go through when they in a relationship with a man. They willing to fudge the truth. Willing to fudge the truth. Knowing his mama can't cook. Knowing his mama can't cook a lick. My mama put her stuff into the back of the stove. She said, just put it. She said, we just gonna put it back here. Put it in the back. Girl, we did not eat that. I said, girl, we cannot eat that. I'm sorry. I told my sister on the side, I said, girl, we can't eat that mess. We can't eat that. That ain't gonna work. The gray dressing. No. She got hit that with somebody else. We can't do that. I'm sorry. Well, it's good to me. Well, it's good to you, but it's not good to us. Hello, Dipish. Welcome. I said, girl, it's good to you, but it ain't good to me. I can't eat that. I'm sorry. My sister used to go through she used to love everything his mama did. His mama could do no wrong. I'm like, girl, you know that woman can't cook. Not spitting the napkin. See, I didn't do that. When I didn't like food when I was a young kid, I put the food behind the microwave. And that sounds so crazy now, but I used to hide the food I didn't like behind. It wasn't until my grandma decided to remodel the kitchen, get the kitchen remodeled, and stuff, and a whole bunch of food. They had a whole bunch of food behind that microwave when they moved it. They said, "What the hell is it?" Girl, I told my grandma, I said, "Girl, those are hard times back then. I had to make a choice. You know, I ain't want to spit it out in your face or nothing like that. So I had to put it behind that microwave. I hid that food. Not chew it up, bring it up to the neck and see. I ain't do all that. I put that stuff behind the microwave and let God decide what to do with it. I let the Lord decide what to do with that food. Apparently, God didn't do too much because it still stayed there for a very long time. I'm surprised it didn't cause her ants or roaches or whatever, but it didn't do that. It was just food, just. It was food. Hey, whoa, good morning. It was just food stuck behind that microwave. I was a menace. I was a truth teller to my grandma. When my grandma would burn stuff up, I would tell her, "I can't eat that toast. You know, you burnt up the toast. I can't eat that. I can't eat that. Oh, just scrape it off." I said, "Why I'm gonna scrape off the dead parts of the toast? Nah, you gotta redo it. Everybody else can do that, but I can't eat it like that. You're gonna have to redo my piece of bread." She had a hard time with me. I said, "No, I can't do that." She burned the biscuits. When she would burn them biscuits in the oven and then try to scrape the bottom, I'm like, "Ma'am, no. You need to redo. Oh, just eat the top. Eat the top. Eat the top. Hello, Big Papa. Good morning. Eat the top of the biscuit. Well, you ruined the whole experience. Now I feel incomplete." My grandma was notorious for burning them damn biscuits. She burned biscuits, and she used to. I'm feeling great. She used to cook your eggs in the bacon grease, which I didn't never understand. If you do it in the right order, if you can cook your breakfast in one skillet, okay? If you do it in the right order. First, you put your butter down in your skillet, okay? Put your butter down in your skillet first. The first thing you are going to cook is, if you're cooking toast in the skillet or some type of bread, you're going to cook that first. Cook it in the skillet first. You're going to cook your bagel, warm your bagel up. You're going to cook that first. Your English muffin, you're going to cook that first in the skillet first. Then put that to the side when it's done. Then, because I cook my bagels, toast bread, if I want toasted bread, I cook it in the skillet. I don't cook it in no toaster. I don't do no oven. I cook it in a skillet. If I want a waffle and it's frozen, I cook it in the skillet. Cook that stuff first. Put it to the side. Okay? You might need a little more extra butter. Okay? You're going to cook your eggs next. You cook your eggs next. Okay? So you don't have a whole bunch of grease. If you like my grandma, like you just said, Big Papa, cook eggs in the bacon grease. Who want greasy eggs? So I have an order. Bread first, cook the eggs, and then cook your sausage. But now that we have air fryers, you can cook your sausage and stuff in the air fryer. You know what I mean? So then you don't have that issue with the grease and the egg. Oh yeah, you gotta cook the bread in the skillet, Sanchez. You gotta cook it in the skillet. It's top notch. It browns so beautifully, right? Better than a toaster. The toaster don't do you no justice. It's a waste of time. You might as well just throw it in the trash. It ain't gonna do you nothing. It's just dry bread. Who want that? dried up bread. Okay, when you cook it in the skillet with some butter, it gives it a little bit of a softness and butteriness to it. You know, that butter soaks up in the bread, in the bagel. Okay, if you cook your bagel, let me tell you something. Go to Walmart. Now, I don't promote Walmart because there's a boycott against Walmart. But apparently, they the only ones that sell this Asagio bagel. I don't like Asagio, but there's an Asagio bagel at Walmart. You get that. Okay? Put you some butter in the skillet and cook. Oh, slice it open. I think it's pre-sliced. I can't remember. Face down in the butter and let it brown. And then you make your egg and your cheese sausage. And then you make your egg, sausage, cheese, bagel sandwich. Killer. Okay, killer. Top notch. Okay, very good. Okay, if you want an awesome breakfast and you want to feel good about your day, buy you a bag of them bagels. You could make 5 sandwiches out of that and wrap them up and freeze them. You know, if you do that on a Sunday, you can wrap them up, freeze them, and then have a bagel sandwich every day during the week. You know, if you plan ahead, if you smart about it, you know, you can make you some bagel sandwiches for every day of the week. 5 of them. There's 5 bagels in the bag. Make you 5 sandwiches. You don't have to go to McDonald's. You don't have to go to Hardee's. You don't have to have a heart attack at the drive-thru because when you get to the window, they told you it's $15 for that one sandwich meal. Okay? You can make your own. So make you 5 of them. Eat them during the week. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But that's what I do. Now, if you want the cheat code, to making the breakfast sandwich, you only need 2 ingredients. And you really don't have to cook them if you don't want to. I mean, you don't have to do a whole bunch of cooking. You can do all this in the microwave if you want to. But I can't do that. But you can get some Dave's. There you go. There you go. $5. You can go to Dave's. Get Dave's Killer Bagels. You can get them at any grocery store. Dave's Killer Bagels. I like the blueberry. Get you the blueberry bagels. You can cook up the whole bag if you want to. And cook it in butter. Now, if you want to cook the whole bag all at one time and not like 2 at a time in the skillet or 1 at a time in the skillet, get you a cookie sheet. Put the butter in the cookie sheet. Turn your oven on. Let the butter melt and brown a little bit and put all your bagels on the cookie sheet all at one time. And then put them in the oven and let them brown like they would on the stove. You can do that, you know, to save you some time. And cook them all at once. And then you go to the store. They have in the freezer section something called by Jimmy Dean. It's like a breakfast sandwich without no bread. There's no bread. It's just the egg, the sausage, and the cheese. It's called an unwich. Unwich because there's no bread. Take that. And I think you get 4 to a box or 5 or 6 or something like that. Cook those in the skillet, in the microwave. It don't matter. And then when your bagels come out the oven, all you do is just put those down on the bagels. Okay? Put those down the bagels. It's easy peasy. You didn't have to scramble no egg. You didn't have to cook no sausage. All you did was warm it up a little bit and put it on each bagel like a sandwich. Wrap it in foil. Put them in the freezer. You got 5 sandwiches for the week. So, I mean, either or, whatever's easier. You never heard of that? Oh, it's in the freezer section. You gotta go. It's called Jimmy Dean Unwich, basically. It's just the meat and the cheese and egg without a bun. Okay? And then you can add it to your bagel. Easy peasy. Make your life easy. We trying to be in easy mode, any easy mode nowadays. Make things easier on yourself. As you get older, you want to make things very no, I'm not chef. Boo, I'm not chef. I don't want none of these men to think I can cook anything really. That's why I'm giving you just shortcuts. I don't cook. Let's all be on the same record. I don't cook. Okay, the only thing you gonna get out of me is a grilled cheese sandwich. That's it. I don't sit at the stove cooking hog maw and pig feet and greens and all that. You won't see that out of me. No, I cannot. Woo woo. Don't tell nobody that. I don't cook. I don't cook. I don't know nothing about cooking. I put these together like a puzzle. That's it. I don't cook. I don't do the hog maw and rice and beans and ham hock and chitterlands and KYs and I don't do none of that stuff. Pinto beans and rice and I don't do. There you go. I do easy stuff. Easy stuff. I don't do no slavery cooking. I don't do none of that kind of stuff. You won't catch me in the kitchen standing over the stove for about 5 hours. Okay, you won't catch me. I'm the type. Okay, if I tell you I'm gonna cook you a meal, just know I didn't cook it. Just know I didn't. I put something together. I went to Trader Joe's and got a bag of frozen fried rice or something like that. Some frozen white rice, frozen fried rice, something like that. And I may go to the market district and I may go to that counter and get that steak or whatever that whole land of pre-prepared food. I will get a steak that's already done. Ma'am, let me get that steak up front right there. Yes, that's that one. That cut right there. Already done. All I gotta do is warm it up. Serve it to you with the whatever. The salad. I go get a salad that's already pre-prepared. Put it on plate with that steak. You be thinking I don't cook this thing. Hey TV, how you doing? Not be laid up. So if I ever tell a man I'm cooking you dinner, just know I ain't really cooking. You got no TV. If I ever tell a man I'm cooking him something, it's not I'm not cooking it from the heart. Okay, I'm not cooking it from the heart. I'm cooking it from a place of delegation. I delegated that task to the person at the meat counter. The meat counter cooked your food, not me. That came out of a bag. Cause why stress yourself out? Life is too short. We don't have time. Say you got a woman coming over. You got a girlfriend coming over, woman coming over. You want to impress her just a tad bit. Buy all that stuff a la carte. Go to the nice grocery stores that have the pre-prepared meals. To have the lobster tails already fixed. All you gotta do is warm it up and maybe make like a butter garlic sauce to go over it or something like that. Steaks that's already prepared, and all you gotta do is warm them up, maybe throw some butter on it or something. That kind of stuff. And for dessert, always make it easy. You serving women at your house, get you a cake Or get in the freezer section, there's a pound cake by Pepperidge Farm. Pepperidge Farm pound cake, okay? Now I'm the dessert. I know that's right, woo-woo. Pepperidge Farm pound cake. Get that. You can't go wrong. You get some vanilla ice cream. You get the pound cake. You get some strawberry syrup, some fresh strawberries, and whipped cream, and that's it. And you just put it together. Pound cake, ice cream, whipped cream, strawberry sauce, strawberries, put on plate. That's it. That's how you impress. You know what I mean? You ain't got to do too much. You know, as we get older, I know some of us older people out here still dating. We still trying to find somebody. We still trying to date and all this crazy stuff. If you want to impress somebody, do easy stuff. Don't make it hard on yourself. Don't burn up your kitchen trying to impress so and so or whatever. Cause I don't do all that. Don't do all that. Just do the bare minimum. Okay? You ain't got to make a cocktail from scratch. You ain't got to be no professional bartender. They got stuff that's already mixed up. All you got to do is have a nice glass. Okay? Get you one of those shakers and act like you actually made something. Shake it up in some ice and then pour it in the glass, and she'll be impressed. She'll be like, wow, you made a cocktail, a lemon drop. Ooh, you ain't did nothing but pour it from the thing into the cup. That's all you did. But she ain't got to know that. She ain't got to know that. Okay? You ain't got to tell all your secrets. Do the bare minimum. You ain't got to do the bare minimum, but make it look like you did more than that. That's the key. Not a Fancy Feast commercial. I know that's right. You know, do the bare minimum. See, I think sometimes when we going on dates and dating people, we think that people expect, you know, this most expensive, this most crazy thing. But you can, if you're creative and you think a little bit outside the box, you can create an experience, and you don't have to spend hardly any money, not a lot of money on it. Your job is to create an experience, not break your whole bank account. You don't need to break your whole bank account. Create an experience, and that's it. Yes. I need to start like some videos on dating recipes. I might do that. I think that'd be cute. Little dating recipes for your dates. Okay, little recipes for you to date. You know, because there's one guy. He's on Instagram and he's on TikTok, and he makes all these sexy meals, and he's talking about make this stuff so you can impress your girlfriend, who you dating or whatever, but it's very complex. I mean, he's doing fresh pasta from scratch and all. You ain't got to do all that. You can make it look like you created it from scratch, but you didn't. But she ain't got to know that. She ain't got to know, you know, what you did. Yes. I'm gonna do a little dating dinner ideas, you know, so you can kick it off right. So, you know, she make her want to come back again. You don't want to scare the woman off, you know, serving her McDonald's and a Big Mac and stuff. Hey, Abdullah, how you doing? You don't want to scare the woman off, you know. You know, sometimes women don't want to come over because they know you can't cook. Or they know that it ain't going to be right. So, if you want the woman to come over and you want her to come back, you know, first impressions is a must. So, you have to make a good first impression if you want her to come back to your house. Okay? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm just on here talking about dating. Since all of us older people are trying to date, nowadays for some reason. A lot of us are on Hinge and these dating apps, and that's trash. I've seen some of y'all on the dating apps, and I deleted mine. I deleted mine because it was too stressful. It was too stressful. It's like, what are y'all talking about? I met a man who loved cologne. You know the first thing he told me? He said, I hope this don't bother you. I said, what you got going on? He said, I got a cologne collection. I said, okay. I mean, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with cologne? What's wrong with having cologne? I don't. Okay, you got a collection of cologne. What that got to do with me? Some people don't like the idea of a man having this much cologne. I said, well, how much cologne is it? I mean, what's going on? The way he was talking about cologne was like he was talking like he's a cologne serial killer or something like that. I didn't know what was going on. He said, yeah, I spray it a lot, spray it before I go to work, while I'm at work. When I get off work, I spray it all over. I even had a coworker told me I spray too much. And I said, well, maybe you are spraying too much at work. I don't know. What they got to do with me at this moment, okay? About you having a cologne fetish. I just want to make sure it doesn't bother you. I just want to make sure that you're okay with somebody that has a cologne collection. Sir, we just met 2.2 seconds ago on this app. Okay? You talking about you got cologne fetish. And you asking me, does that bother me? I mean, as long as you're not funky, that's what I care about. I don't want you to be funky. I'd rather you be bathed in the cologne than to smell like Duke, okay? Smell like must, smell like onions. I don't want you to be funky. I don't want you to smell like the bottom of a shoe. That's all I care about. I could care less how much cologne you got. You could have a whole closet, bathtub full of cologne. You could sit in the bathtub full of cologne. It's not going to bother me. Okay? But I think because my lack of care about the cologne, that threw him off. He stopped talking to me. He stopped talking to me immediately. Okay? I was out the door. I said, damn, that didn't last long. Hello, Beat It. Welcome. Sometimes when I go on those dating apps, these men, they don't last long with me anyway. And sometimes I think it be going good, and then it turned to hell. So I had to get off the apps. I had to get... Yeah, not the deodorant. Yeah, the deodorant be smelling good these days. Not pepper spray. My day's going great, Beat It. I like a person that smells good. I'm sorry, but I don't want it to overwhelm me. But I don't want you to be funky either. I don't want that. You can't be funky. I think if I ever get back on a dating app, I'm gonna ask you, what you bathe in? Do you use a washcloth, African net, sponge? What you use? What you do? I need to know. Because some of these people are just now finding out on social media that their significant other don't wash the bottom part of their legs. You don't wash the bottom part of your legs and stuff. People doing waffle stomp in the shower. I just found out what that's about. The waffle stomp in the shower. People doing that. I don't need to see, these are questions you need to ask when you dating, when you first introducing yourselves to each other. Forget the money and all that, put that to the side. Do you take a shower on the regular? Okay? Do you wash your clothes? weekly? Do you wash your drawers? Okay. What do you do? You need, those are important questions. You know, that's the question you need to ask right off the rip. Okay, you know what are you bathing in? Are you just using Dove body wash? Because if you using just Dove body wash, we can't talk. I'm tell you that right now. If you just using, and if you're using dish soap, okay, if you're using dish soap to wash your body, because some of y'all be doing that. I found that out. Some of y'all be using Dawn dish soap on your body. I guess you figure it's good for your dishes, it's good for your body. People been doing that. So I need to know what you use, because if you using shampoo as your body wash, and you using dish soap and Dove and stuff like that, I'm done talking to you. Use Pine Sol. You might as well use Dettol. You use Dove, 2 sugar scrubs, and a body oil. Beat it. I think that's great. But the only problem with Dove is Dove don't clean your body. Dove is a moisturizer. It don't do anything. And the sugar scrubs are good to exfoliate, but that don't do too much either. You gotta have an antibacterial soap. You need to get the funk out of the folds of your body. You use Suave. Dove is not a soap. Dove is a moisturizer. It doesn't clean. It doesn't clean the skin. And I can tell, and you can tell the difference. Go use a bar of Ivory soap, or go use Dial antibacterial soap. Dial, you could get that at the dollar store. It's the orange package. It's like an orangey gold packaging on it. Get Dial antibacterial soap. And once you use that, you're going to know that you've probably been dirty this whole time. And I'm sorry to say, when you find out, when you look down at the bottom of your shower, you're going to say to yourself, what the hell I've been through? Oh, you use Dial. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't read it. Yeah, you got to have the Dial soap. You got to have Dial. If you don't use Dial, use Dr. Bronner's. Okay? Yeah, I read it wrong. I'm sorry. But you got to have Dial soap. You got to have antibacterial soap. Got to have that. If you don't have that, I don't know what to tell you. Because all the sugar scrub stuff, all that is good and all that and stuff like that. I use those exfoliants and stuff like that. But if you ain't got that antibacterial, it's like, what the hell? Yeah, there it is. More men need to use Dial soap. Use Dial soap. Dial soap will help you cleanse off your bad relationships, your bad decisions. You know, you've been making bad decisions all this time. You've been asking yourself, why I keep having bad luck all the time? Why my life keep going to hell? I tell you right now what it is. You ain't been cleansing your body of the filth off your body. Get you some Dial soap, some Dr. Bronner's, and I'm pretty sure your life will get back in order. Okay, some of y'all, you use Florida water. I love Florida water. I do love Florida water. I had some of that a while ago. Yeah, Beat It. That's what they use. They use that stuff that don't work. And that stuff don't work. Suave is a Suave ain't nothing. That's what that is. Suave is like that Queen's Helen lotion that people used to buy, that big bottle of lotion that's big like this, that big like this, Suave doesn't do nothing, not a thing. My stepfather used to buy that Queen's Helen lotion, cocoa butter, watery, the most watery lotion you ever had in your life, and he used to swear by it. And then by the time we get somewhere, his knees all ashy, legs all ashy. I said, man, look at your legs. He's like, I put lotion on. No, you put that Queen's Helen lotion on, and that is watery. That is not real lotion. He would swear by it. And he just looking like a ghost from the kneecap on down. Yeah, it smells good, but it don't do not a damn thing. It's like, what kind of lotion is this? Who was it meant for? Because it sure wasn't meant for me. I know that part. But yeah, I don't know why the men use Suave, but invest in yourself. Be good to yourself. You a man, you work every day, construction in the office. You work these hard jobs. You deal with your horrible boss, Bob. Bob been giving you shit at the job every day. You work all these hours. You stay after work and all this kind of stuff. You deserve to treat yourself to some good, expensive body wash. You deserve that at least for yourself. Your girlfriend, your wife, they not taking the shortcut and buying cheap body wash. So why should you? Why limit your experience? There you go, Aveeno, EOS. Use Aveeno. That's good. That's good that you use Aveeno. Michael, what are you talking about? Have you just now get the earth or something? You just now got the earth? All the women on earth got boobs. Beam yourself back up. Beam yourself back up to wherever planet you came from. But anyway, use Aveeno is nice. EOS is nice. I use Body Glaze for my lotion, for my well, yeah, I use it as my lotion, Body Glaze. I love this stuff. That's what I use. And I'm about to order some more. I'm about to get the strawberry one. I'm about to get strawberry and this other floral one I'm going to get. But I love this stuff. Yeah, Suave body wash. Let me tell you something. You can keep your Suave. I'm not saying throw away your Suave lotion. I mean body wash. Hey, amateur, I am saying get you an antibacterial soap like Dial, the Dial bar soap. Use that first. And then you can use the Suave body wash afterwards. Okay? That way you clean. You're not just body wash clean. You actually clean. Because if you just use Suave, there's no way in the world your body's clean. It's not gonna clean anything. There you go, Beat It. Or you can use Dr. Bonners. You can use Dr. Bonners and then use your Suave for the moisturizing, for the smell, if you want that. Now, if you want to go upper class, there's a men's body wash by Method, and that smells good and it moisturizes your body. It does not clean. It moisturizes the skin. Okay? It moisturizes the skin, makes the skin good. And as you get older, you want to keep moisturizing your skin. You don't want your skin to dry out. Because if your skin get dry, you get old. You start looking old real quick. And if you don't want to look old, you got to moisturize every single day. That's a must. If you let your skin dry out, your stuff is you're gonna start looking like the Crypt Keeper. You're gonna be walking around here looking like a zombie. Your boss gonna be thinking you ready to retire. And you ready to retire now? No, I'm only 35. Oh, well, you look like you about to retire. I mean, by the looks of you. You think it's an OCD thing? I am not. It's not an OCD thing. That's true. Some of them are waste. Some of them are waste. But some of them work. But like if you got, okay, say you got eczema prone skin. The higher end body washes are going to do you some justice, okay? And in that case, if you got eczema prone skin, antibacterial soap probably is not the best bet for that kind of skin. You need to moisturize more than cleanse because you don't want to dry out your skin when you got eczema and stuff like that. But something soft like Dr. Bonner, I think Dial soap is way more stronger than Dr. Bonner's. Dr. Bonner's is a little bit softer. So you got eczema. They have an unscented body wash through Dr. Bonner's. I would use that and then use your regular body wash, like a high-end moisturizing body wash on top of that. Yeah. You get the early stage of eczema. Yeah, I would definitely use Dr. Bonner's. If you got eczema, I would use Dr. Bonner's. That cleanses the skin really good. And then I would use the most high-end body wash. Suave is not moisturizing enough for somebody that got eczema. It's not. It just ain't. It's not gonna do it. You still gonna be dry all day. So I would go for more high end. You may have to spend a couple more dollars. You may have to spend a few more dollars, but it's worth it to save your skin so that the eczema won't get worse. You don't want it to get worse. Method. There's one called Method, and that is really good. It's everywhere. It's Method body wash, and they got I think it's shea coconut, and that one is very good. It's for men. They got men. So Method body wash is a higher end body wash. I would use that, or I would use what's the other one? Method Natrium. Natrium costs more than Method, but Natrium has a oil body wash. It's called Natrium oil body wash. It's called Glow Oil body wash, and that one is very moisturizing to the skin. And they have a glycolic acid body wash. Both of those, that combo. That's that's the do your skin right. That Natrium glow. Now look, don't everybody go and buy my stuff up. I want to be able to get my stuff at a reasonable price at the store. Hello, rednecks. Can you pray for Fred? He got hit by a car. Oh, that sounds so sad. Yep, prayers up to Fred. Natrium. Don't y'all go buy all my stuff up, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want the price to go up. It's already high. It's already high. But when I put that on, when I use those two, that combination, moisturize city, okay? Soft. My skin's soft. Stay soft when I use that. Now I pull that out on special occasions on that body wash in particular. That's not an everyday body wash. The Method is more of an everyday body wash. You got Walmart, any of those stores. All the stores got the same thing basically now. Myers, any grocery store got it. So Natrium or Method. Method is, you're gonna love Method. Once you get that Method, you're gonna love it. It moisturizes the skin beautifully. And Shea Moisture has a new body wash that's really good. And that's more high end too. Yeah. Put yourself first. Put yourself first. Your main priority is to keep yourself from aging early. If you don't want to look old early, you have to moisturize the skin. It's a must. It's a must. If you don't do that, you're going to look old before your time, before you're ready. So you want your legs, you want to be able to rock out your shorts and your sandals this summer, okay, and look good for the girls out here. You know what I mean? You want to look good, be a good looking man. You got to moisturize the skin all the way through. Got to. I know people don't like a lot of lotion and stuff like that and moisturize, but you got to do it. See, if you moisturize in the shower, you won't have to moisturize as much when you get out the shower. You won't have to use as much lotion if you do the right thing in the shower. Good. And that's great. Moisture is the key. Yeah, we trying to keep looking halfway young. I mean, I'm old, but I'm trying to look halfway, you know. For me, my friends from high school, they look older than me. They look older when I stand next to them, they look older than me. And it's like, dang. And what did I do that y'all didn't do? Or something. And right now I get a little extra weight on my face. And when my weight comes down, as my weight comes down, I look even younger. I look even younger than them. It's a curse. It's a curse to be like this. All I gotta do is lose a few pounds. I look like a whole different person. I look younger. Way younger. I've been carded so many times. People don't believe me. You sure you that age? Yes. And let me put my glasses on. If I put my glasses on, I look like I'm somebody in high school or something. I'm like, what the hell? Ma'am, you don't need to card me. I'm old. I got 2 bad knees. I got a kneecap that's falling apart. I got a bad hip. I can't even sit Indian style on my bed. I can't even sit like that. I know that's right, Woo Woo. The lifts ain't going nowhere. Now, I can't sit on my bed, like fold my legs without getting off the bed and the whole hip about to fall apart. I'm like, what the hell going on? I know that's right. I know it just makes you look at them like, what y'all been doing? And maybe because my life has been mostly stress-free. I haven't had too much of a stressful life. And maybe that's why I don't look as old as they do. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's falling apart. My hip. Man, one time I laid on my back. Let me tell you something. I can't even lay on my back no more. I laid on my back and it felt like I was paralyzed when I got up. So I can't lay on my back. I can't sit a certain way without falling apart with the hip. The knee is It ain't no Megan Thee Stallion knees. It ain't no Sierra knees. That's for sure. I ain't got none of that. None of that ability. My knees, and I got beautiful knees. I've been complimented on my knees. I had men tell me, "Oh, your knees are all one color. I can't believe your knees is one color like that." I'm like, "Sir, what are you talking about? What do you mean my knees are all one color? Your knees are, well, usually when I talk to women, they knees is dark. Well, my knees ain't dark. My knees is all the same color as me." Okay? So that's a flex. That's a flex. That's a flex right there. That I got my knees are all the same color. They ain't black and dark or nothing like that. That's a compliment. That's a flex. Cause apparently not many people got that. So I got I want to keep my knees, good and stuff. But it's getting harder out here. Not tried out for the Olympics. See, that's why as we get older, we need to probably start doing Pilates and stuff. Like a lot of stretching of the body. Get your body stretched out for those activities. Okay, especially if you're gonna do something longer than 5 minutes. You need to make sure you do pre-stretches, yoga poses and stuff. Get in your yoga-ness. Do you a stretch from the back to the front. Get that leg back there. You know what I mean? Stretch the leg out back. You may have to take a Pilates class or something like that to get yourself in order. Before you jump out in the game. One time one time when I knew I was gonna do something, I said to myself, man, it's been so long. I think it was 10 years. It was 10 years since I had talked to somebody. And I got up the nerve to, get in this whole relationship thing. And when it came time, I said, oh God, I just know this is going to happen anyway. I said, I got to prepare myself. Don't you know, I did stretches. I did jumping jacks. I walked. I did all kind of crazy stuff, push-ups, pelvic thrust. I did all of that, running down the sidewalk, and I did all this stuff, neck turns, twists, belly dancing. I did all of that. Let me tell you something. It only lasted 5 minutes. I did all that for. I did all that for. Sir, do you know what I just went through? And this is all you can do? Then I said, I'm back in the game. I'm too good. I'm too good. I did all that. I'm too good. I said 10 years not doing nothing, and I ain't lost it. I ain't lose not a step. I ain't had to do all the calisthenics that I did. But I was scared. I was like, God, what if I do this and then it don't be right? I said, I gotta get myself, get my bones together, get my back and stuff together, and then not even 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes. That's why you can't get too excited when you get with a woman that you've been wanting for a long time. Don't get all excited. That build the twist. If you've been wanting somebody for a long time and you finally get them, you may want to wait. Let it marinate. Because once you do it the first time, it's gonna be over before it even began. It's gonna be over before it even began. So either you need to do some pre-work You need to do some pre-work before you put in the work. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean, without me saying it, do some pre-work before you get up in that thing. Because if it's somebody you've been wanting for a long, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail before you even start. You're gonna fail right at the doorstep. Yeah, it'd be the worst. But you gotta be smart. You gotta do your pre-work first. You gotta do your pre-work. You gotta get one off first before you do it, and do it officially. You gotta do something else. Because if that's all you concentrate on being good at that time, you're gonna fail. It's gonna be over before it started. And then you're gonna be thinking all night once she leaves, oh, I wonder what she thought of. Oh God, I wonder if she thought about. I wonder if she thinking about me, or did she think I did bad, or what? You won't be thinking that if you do your pre-work before you put in your work. Okay, you do that. Do what you gotta do before. Okay, before your hottie, before your dream woman come over. You don't want to disappoint. Take your time, marinate. Once you get over there, don't rush into it. When you rush into it, it's not gonna be right. Pre-work, be patient, take your time, then ease on into it. Ease, take your time. You got all night. That Netflix movie gonna be playing for 2 hours, watching you. Or it could be watching you for 5 minutes. You may make up your mind. You want that Netflix movie watch you for 2 hours or 5 minutes? Make up your mind. Netflix looking at you like, look, I knew he wasn't gonna last. Look at him. We ain't even made it to the first scene. We ain't made it to the first scene. The Netflix people watching you like, yeah, he wasn't gonna make it. He wasn't gonna make it. I knew it. I knew as soon as he put that blanket on her. I knew it. I knew he wasn't gonna make it. As soon as the lights went down, I knew it. How you think Netflix know? Y'all don't. Netflix know. Netflix know. They know all your business. They know that you ain't last number 5 minutes on the couch. All she did was look at you. I talked to a man that all I did was look at him and talk to him, and he started sweating. I said, "Sir, what you?" We ain't even nothing going on. We just on a video call. We was on a video call. Not even we wasn't even in the same room. I looked at him and I'm talking to him. He started sweating. Sir, why are you sweating? I mean, when I say sweating, I don't mean like a little bit of bead here. I mean like pouring. Like he was crying from his forehead. I said, what's going on? He said, I don't know. He said, I'm hot. I'm hot. Why you hot? What's going on? Turn your air on. Get a fan. What's going on? You okay? What's going on? I mean, I ain't never seen no man do that. I mean, profusely sweating bad. And that's really the reason why I stopped talking to him. Because every time I'm talking to you, you sweating like that? Oh, no. No, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't do that. I'm sorry. No. What's going on? I'm like, what's wrong with this man? Why are you sweating, sir? What I got over you that you sweating like this? This is too much. Yeah, that's what it was. It was too much for him. He couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle that phone call. Sir, after 2 or 3 calls, it was over. Because if you're doing that on the video call, God, what you gonna do in person? Oh, no. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. 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 No, I know I'm a little too much. I know I'm a little too much, especially on a one-on-one conversation. I may be intense. I have no idea. But you ain't about to sweat while I'm on the call. Keep your composure. Get yourself together. You gotta get through these questions. Okay? You gotta get through this introduction. Mm-mm. No, that's too much for me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You gotta be mature. You gotta be confident. You gotta be ready. I ain't got time. I know I'm too much. I know I'm intense. I know I'm intense. But what did you say? I know that's right, said Chad. I know that's right. I'm just saying. I don't know. These men can't handle. Every time I get one on the phone in person, it's too much. It's too much for them. I met a man. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna get off of here because my phone about to die. It looks like. But I had a man I was talking to about my. He wanted to start. He read my blog, my website, and he wanted to discuss with me some business opportunities regarding my blog and he lived in the same state that I lived in. And at first I thought it was one of my exes trying to meet up with me. I don't know why I thought it was one of my exes. I thought it was one of my exes trying to play some type of trick or game. And I was gonna go along with it. I said, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'll meet you." I meet him. I get to the cafe to meet him, and of course I realized real quick this is not my ex. This is some real strange man. But he was dressed beautifully. He had on a suit, and the first thing I smelled was his cologne. He smelled good. I mean, he smelled really good. He the smell was powerful. It was good. And we sat down, and the first thing he said was, "I like your blog. I like everything about your blog. Da, da. I want to do this. Da, da, da." And I said, "Oh, okay, there's some good ideas. Da, da, da." So we talking business. About 10 minutes into talking business about my website and all this kind of stuff, which I thought was positive. He brought my coffee, he said, "You want anything else?" I said, "No." And he said, "Okay." So he was real generous, real nice. And 10 minutes into the conversation, he talking about, I really like you, da da da. And he was telling me about, and then he started talking about his wife. I said, "Oh, he married. Okay, well, no big deal. We talking about business anyway, so whatever." So he started talking about his wife, how she's so good person, da da da. But she don't like to do X, Y, and Z. She don't like to do this and that and that. I said, "Oh," I said, "Well, have you went to counseling for that?" And he said, "Oh no, we don't need counseling. She's never gonna do these things. She's not that type of woman. She don't do those things." I said, "Oh." He said, "Yeah, but you, I would like to talk to you too." I said, "Huh? What you say?" "I would like to talk to you too. I would like to have a relationship with you." I said, "Relationship with me?" He said, "Yeah. And I can give you whatever you want. I can do whatever you want. I can pay your bills, or And he said, "I have 2 phones, and I'm gonna give you my number that only you would call." What? I said, "Sir, you need to." You need to work that out with your wife and make her more fun or whatever. I don't know. But no. He said, no. Well, no, she's not going to do those things. She's not going to do X, Y, and Z and da-da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. And I said, sir, I don't know what to tell you. You need to work that out with your... I said, is that what you came here for? Is that what you came to this meeting for? Because that's not a good reason to come to this meeting. Not asking me to be your side chick. Okay? I can't be your side chick. I don't know what he thought he was coming to. But I can't be your... I'm sorry. I can't do it. First of all, we live in the same state. If I was that type of person, why in the world would I be messy like that in the same state? I said, I don't think so. I'm sorry. He was talking about paying bills and all. I said, sir, I don't think so. I don't do that. At my age, being approached to be a side chick, I thought that was funny. I mean, I was flattered. At this age, somebody wants me to be they side something. I'm like, and he was a scientist. He was a engineer, scientist, some scientist, engineer. I don't know. He was something that got money. I said, sir, I don't think so. Okay, work it out with your wife. Do something with her. It ain't gonna work with me. Yeah, at this age, he need to be approaching a 20-something-year-old about that situation. I'm too old to be nobody's side piece. I can't imagine. I don't want to do that. Work it out with your wife. Figure it out. Leave me alone. But anyway, I have to go because my phone's dying. Yeah, it's just crazy. Do something with your wife. Make her more of what you want. They always think the wife don't want to do these things, but they never ask the wife really. They just say she's not going to do it. But what is the reason why she might not do it? She might not do it because she's too busy with kids, managing a household, and all those things. If you soften her experience, maybe she'd be more open to doing the things that you want to do. Think about it. If she's doing a lot of work, okay, if she's doing a lot of work, your wife, your girlfriend doing a lot of work, managing a household, she doesn't have the mental capacity and the physical energy to concentrate on herself. And if she can't concentrate on herself, she's not going to be attentive and do the things that you want to do. But anyway, I digress. You have a great afternoon. Bye, guys. Bye, Sanchez.